What will be your mom's reaction if you tell her that you got pregnant?
Oh no!
इतनी खतरनाक क्यों? Please don't make me look like a joker.
You always look like one.
Hi you guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's video is gonna be my mom doing my makeup and I'm gonna be asking her questions which you're afraid to ask your mothers. This is the first video that she's coming on. First ever. I've been doing this for around 2 years and she's never come in any video. But yes, this is gonna be fun, so let's begin.
So, let me start my experiment.
Oh god. Please don't make me look like a joker.
Don't worry. You always look like one. You always look like one, so.
Acha. Okay, I have to ask you those questions also, na? So
Yeah.
aap karte raho and I'll ask you. So I taught my mom makeup like last year or so and she's forgotten.
Almost 2 years.
She's forgotten everything because she hasn't been in practice
Thanks to COVID
and the mask.
and of course, yeah, our new normal.
The first question. First question is not even a question. First question is a statement. Wow, you both look like twins.
Wow! Wow! That's a good compliment, thank you. Listen, don't laugh. This is my way of applying concealer. Question number 2.
Second is, can I go for a night out with my friends?
Of course. What's the harm in it? Depends. Are you asking what with your boyfriend or?
Third question is, इतनी खतरनाक क्यों?
Who, me?
No, like someone's asking na to their mom without asking their mom. So this is like, so they're afraid to ask their moms these questions na. So they're asking me
Huh.
and I'm asking you. So technically they're asking their moms कि इतनी खतरनाक क्यों हो?
Like their mom are khatarnak?
हाँ.
Because I'm a mom. Meant to be one. There has to be some difference between a mom and a child, so maybe this is how you perceive, but it's ultimately for their good.
Okay then. Fourth question is nice. Can parents be toxic? I try, but they're not rising over the orthodox mindset.
What we or what you call as orthodox is probably it comes from their experience and learning, and there's always what the world calls as a generation gap. Probably this is how you find it as orthodox, but it is not. It is just that they are trying to protect you with their experience and personal, exposures. Orthodox is a very common word, people use it, but seldomly people understand the real meaning of being orthodox. So if your ideas are not gelling together, you are coined as an orthodox. If the kid wants to do something and they don't get the permission, the parents are coined as orthodox. So
But that's also generation gap. Like my nanny and mom and me are like so different, and slowly like we're getting nanny to like accept these things,
Changes rather.
get accustomed to this sort of life and get accustomed to change, which is very tough because obviously it's like kya nani ki age kya 60
68.
years of living in a different sort of way and
No,
suddenly changing.
from her childhood, in 70 odd years, and from there she's seen so much of changes happening in and around, not just inside the house but outside the house. But like any normal being, a normal human being, we all take time to really understand the changes and adapt to those changes. I think that is how the generation gaps are built also. If it cannot be fully, partially it gets built if you start understanding each other's viewpoint, and then somewhere you give up and somewhere the the next generation tries to understand the older generation.
Okay. I'm doing a job and I had to put a fight for it. Apparently, I can't do a job after I get married.
That sounds very challenging. And why will that be? That no work after marriage?
I think a lot of people are like that. No, a lot of families are still like that.
No, I think it also depends on your better half. You know, I'm sure that at least the person you're getting married should understand that
He should
it's in
probably
your-
fight
yes,
his
he should
family
fight
for
and
it.
not the family because
Take a stand.
yes. So and if he's not taking a stand, you better not get married with that person because you need to live your life. Marriage is no end to your thoughts.
Especially with their family, how much can you do? It's
Yeah.
like, because at the end of the day, there'll still be your mother-in-law, na? So not like your own mother and you can fight and like run off. You
but
still have
but
to
then
respect
but
them.
there are I've seen examples where a mother-in-law is even sometimes better than mother, and they have
Huh.
came in support of lot of daughter-in-laws, be how they behave at home or walking outside. So it all depends on what kind of a family you're going and what kind of a. So I think one should get married to a person of the same thoughts.
You get married to the family, not
yes.
just the person.
You are supposed to be welcomed in the family.
Okay, so this is a person asking her mom. So it says, were you ever harassed? If yes, how did you deal with it and the precautions you took?
So you can ask your parent, mother, if that is and then how she dealt with it. It's very difficult. It's a very personal question. I mean, if I'm being harassed and how I handle it will be different than how she would like to or he would like to know how her mother did. Harassment is definitely there. It's not only in India. It's part of
Harassments are everywhere. in the world.
everywhere.
Even in Hollywood.
Yeah, everywhere. So it's all, and then you need to be a little strong and be bold. The only issue is that sometimes you don't know how the other person is or what background the other person is and where you raising the voice can lead to. But you should definitely raise a voice the moment you realize that somebody is just trying to be sexually this thing.
And most of the time, all the powerful people only harass you.
Yes. So, and harassment is not just moving in the public is harassment.
Yeah.
Your workplace, your friend circle. Harassments are of different type, not just sexual. It could be mental harassment, knowing that.
Mental harassment is the worst.
So it depends, So how and you need to be a strong character to handle and understand that, how you need to deal with it. I have gone through and I have dealt it very smartly, and I have no issues which I faced as far as harassment is concerned. It is there as I said, but then I handle it. So no trouble. As I said, it is part of everybody. You need to be strong to know.
What will be your mom's reaction if you tell her that you got pregnant? The mom will also just like, what do I say now?
What do I say? I think my first reaction will be that you are highly stupid that you've gone through this, because the male character in the act of two doesn't really lose anything, but it's a female, and I think we did discuss about this.
Yeah. But this is
And-
there in so many things, like so many aspects of life that males face lesser consequences
Yeah.
compared to females. Females always have to go through so much more, and males are always just
And
like,
so you are physically, you become vulnerable, you mentally you become vulnerable. There's a lot of impact of getting pregnant without marriage. The way it is welcomed, if you're married and you get pregnant, it will be taken, you will be kept here. But the moment you being it depends, and you can be in a relationship. A lot of youngsters are into a relationship today. It will be foolish to say no, you don't have to don't have to think about this. But I think this should be somewhere where one has to be very serious and need to be really handling themselves well. I would not appreciate. So kids, sincere advice, please don't get pregnant. Or don't.
my mom always scolds me to wear short clothes is your mom completely okay with your dressing?
I think it's not about short or long. I think it's about how appropriate is the dress, where the other person is. I mean, you can look sexy yet not look, vulgar. Is what my suggestion. It is all about how you carry yourself. I think if you can carry short clothes, you can.
Yeah, it's all about you carrying it.
I mean,
if
any outfit is more about how you can carry it. Even a short clothes with how you team up with things, can look good and beautiful. And now we are done with your face.
base done.
Yes, and I think that's cool. What do you say?
Yes, it looks good.
Yeah.
Blush is looking nice.
Yeah.
Huh?
For a change. I've done it. Yes. Okay, so I go.
When should one move out?
I personally feel that in India we have a very good culture of staying together. That's a beautiful part of our own culture. So in the case of girls, of course, I would always say that after marriage. And in the case of boys, if
They never get to move out.
so they never get to move out. Now again, the situation depends at how good a boy gets married and how good they are bonding with the girl gets familiar or attached to the. So if they're not, then I prefer that they move out after their marriage and stay independent, so that they're at peace, both the parents as well as the new family. The boy and the. In case of girl, I think the option is always that there's only option right now is it, but if because of the work or something they get to stay away from different cities and all that for any work purpose, I think.
Why do some parents restrict girls to have guy friends, and what are your thoughts on that?
I always have a friend circle full of boys around me. So, and my parents were never like this, that he's a guy or he's a girl. I mean, so I would not know, but I don't think absolutely. In fact, the boys at times, the opposite sex are better.
They have less drama.
Yeah, they have less drama, absolutely. They should not be. If there's anybody, I request all parents. Friends are friends, they're not boy or girl.
Even I've had a lot of guy friends.
And I never had any issue. So I've never thought on those grounds that, oh, why this boy? I mean, rather I think Nimit, I love Nimit.
Yeah.
You had Nimit and Rishabh.
Yeah,
in
he
US.
was, yeah.
I mean, I did scold him, but I like him so much. So I think I've seen a lot of your male friends, and I'm quite okay. And what I'm able to see today. The guys, I've got an issue with my eyesight, especially the close ones. I don't know what number is it now. So when I click her picture, it becomes dusk because I'm not able to see how is it come.
She's just like, yeah, I'll give a check. Yeah,
Check if it's fine. And she's like, Mama, everything is blurred. I said, oh, I'm not able to figure it out.
What if I date someone without telling you?
If it's okay with you, I'm fine. I'm sure if you don't want to tell me, you're not confident about the guy yourself. So why do you want to even take one step ahead and tell me, which you yourself is not very sure of? I think I'm good. Oh, I've done my own makeup good. What do you think?
Looks like highlighted.
Oh yeah, where is it?
Yes, and we are done.
Yes.
Our makeup is done.
Yeah.
Let me zoom.
Guys, please like our video. Please give good likes. I've attempted it for the first time. I'm sure you liked it. I've done my own makeup also to ages and I'm loving it. But for her, I think she's doing a very hard work, and only for her I've spent my time on a Sunday. Immediately after this is my resting time and I'm doing makeup. Come on. This is the last thing I would like to do, but anything for her. And give all your love and blessing to her, and from here we'll grow on. If you need more advices, more reactions, more answers, text her.